Hey folks, Lever here once again. Welcome back to another review, guys. I'm sorry it's been like 2 weeks since I've done a video. I'm sorry for the long delay. But it's when I started going back to FedEx and I started my job, of course, and I've been working a lot, quite a bit, and I've been tired, sleepy, and also on top of that, I got really sick, y'all. I for these last 2 weeks, I'm talking about after, reviewing Joker and the DC Showcase short movies I talked about, which was Jonah Hex and Green Arrow. I got really sick, y'all. I was vomiting a lot. I was throwing up a lot. Uh, so much so I went to the ER, the hospital. I went to go get a doctor checkup, but my doctor recommended since my stomach here was hurting. It was my bladder right here, something like that. But I got a CAT scan. Thankfully, I don't have no cancer or anything like that. I'm good. But the doctor checked my stomach out. They gave me good medicine. I had to get fluid into. I didn't have enough water in my body, and you know, but praise the Lord, I'm okay. So I'm all right, guys. I'm good. I did go to the ER, but don't worry, I'm okay. I just got to eat more healthier and stuff, which is hard for me to do, which I'm trying to do, which I'm to eat healthier breakfast and stuff, and healthy foods, which is difficult for me to eat sometimes. But there's some good food for me to get out there, and I'm trying to slow down. Never eat Zaxby's again. See that Zaxby's, and that got me sick. Mm. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm sorry for the late videos, but all that happened. I was so sick, and I even missed work twice within those 2 weeks because I got so sick I had to stay home and sleep. I had to do a lot of resting and taking pills and trying to get better. But the doctors had to go to the ER hospital. But thank the Lord, I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm good. So again, guys, and I've been busy working. I'm sorry for delayed videos. Yeah, it's just I have to work. Gotta pay bills, you know. You know, it's guys like gotta pay rent to live here. It's not free to live in this house. So, and I don't get paid for this. But anyway, guys, what I've been doing is remember, Levi, guys, it's Levi McNally 983 with the mask profile picture. I do have another YouTube channel. You can watch the videos on that channel as well, but don't subscribe. Stay sub to this one. If you want to see me do more reviews, more videos, and etc., more videos and stuff, stay on this channel. What guys I've been doing on this channel is a superhero marathon. I've been doing what I call the 2010s era superhero movies reviews. These are superhero movies that came out in 2010 decades, if I can speak. That is 2010 to 2019. And I've been on the year 2019, and guys, I am on the last 2010s era superhero. This is the last one. This is the final one. So, this is a 2019 DC superhero animated film. My fucking phone wants to work. Animated superhero film starring the superhero heroine Wonder Woman. It is the 38th film of the DC universe, the 14th installment of the DC animated movie universe. Yeah, and that is Wonder Woman Bloodlines, which I really enjoyed. I really loved this movie. I really thought it was good. Not completely perfect, but really good. And it's only 83 minutes long. It's 1 hour and 19 minutes of a movie. It's very short. Yeah. But this was a good movie. This is an interesting plot. It had a good story. It was a good last 2019 movie. It was a lot better than, let's just say, Hellboy 2019 film. Which is as long as Avengers Endgame, which is fine. Didn't need to be that long. But this was enjoyable. I got the film on Blu-ray plus DVD. You got special features like the Cheetah, Arch Enemy, a sneak peek at DC's next animated movie, Superman Red Sun, from the DC book, two bonus cartoons and more, which is probably on the Blu-ray. I have the film on this one is DVD, and this is the Blu-ray of the movie. Yeah, this is Diana, Wonder Woman, and Silver Swan fighting. Who becomes her nemesis in this movie? Yeah. But anyway, like I said, this is the 38th film of the DC Universe animated original movies and the 14th installment of the DC animated movie universe. I know that's confusing. The film was released on digital platform on Blu-ray and DVD on October 5th and October 22nd. For the production, Wonder Woman Blood was announced at San Diego Comic Con. Rosario Dawson reprised the role of Wonder Woman from previous films. Then you have other cast members, which I'll talk about. It was released world premiere film during New York Comic Con on October 5th and on Blu-ray and stuff October 22nd. So it is the last superhero movie 2019. The film earned $1,703,907 million. I'm guessing from domestic Blu-ray sales, whatever. Yeah, it gets an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, so That looks pretty good to me. Deserves it. For Rosario Dawson, for the voice cast, you have Rosario Dawson, who voices Diana Prince, a Wonder Woman. Rosario Dawson, you probably know her from movies like Men in Black 2, The Rundown with The Rock, Men in Black 2 with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I grew up watching some Men in Black movies, especially Men in Black 2. She was in Zookeeper, Clerks, I guess Clerks 2 and 3, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Uh, she voiced Barbara Gordon Batgirl in Lego Batman movie. And I think she, like I said, she has voiced Wonder Woman before. Let's see. Did it start in 2014? I think it did. Let's see. Justice League versus Teen Titans, she voiced Wonder Woman. Okay. No, Justice League Throne of Atlantis, I think, was the first time she voiced the character. And in Justice League versus Teen Titans and Justice League Dark. Lego Batman movie, she didn't voice Wonder Woman that, but she voiced Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. She voiced Wonder Woman again in Death of Superman, Reign of the Superman. Yeah, in this movie. And she does come back to respond to the role in Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Especially on Legacy, I guess she has a cameo as Diana Prince Wonder Woman. But she hasn't done the voice. Last time she really did the voice in an actual DC movie was Justice League Dark Apocalypse, which came out, Apocalypse War, which came out the next year in 2020. So, yeah. But always been a fan of her as an actress. And she plays Ahsoka in the TV show Ahsoka Star Wars. Do you ever Donald and Steve Trevor? Diana Wonder Woman is from Themyscira. Diana is the Princess Themyscira. She goes to fight with Steve Trevor, and she becomes the superhero Wonder Woman. Jeffrey Donahan voices Steve Trevor. Of course, he's the first he's the first foreigner to have ever set foot on Themyscira. But Jeffrey Donahan, let's see, a good actor. He was in Vegas Vacation, but he was uncredited. I think he was in Hitch with Will Smith, yeah, and a TV show called Burn Notice. R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the Damned. Maria Afghanis as Vanessa Kaloptis, Silver Swan. Can't say the actress's name right, but she did a good job. She was in I Love You, Beth Cooper, Hunt to Kill, uh, TV show Supernatural. Andrea Seymour as Edna Candy, Edith Candy, who I thought did a good job. Mainly television shows, I guess, like Blue Bloods, Orange is the New Black, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. She was in that. Kimberly Brooks as Cheetah and Giganta. Some of Wonder Woman's enemies. Kimberly Brooks, let's see. Scooby Doo, which is Ghost. She voiced one of the Hex Girls. Okay, cool. I love Scooby Doo, which is Ghost. Jimmy Neutron Born Genius. Wild Thoroughbreds movie. The Wild Thoroughbreds movie. She voiced Luna again in Scooby Doo: The Legend of the Vampire. Batman to Batwoman. She voiced Kathy. Superman Doomsday. Justice League War. Spies in Disguise. DC Showcase short from Adam Strange. And Batman: A Death in the Family. Turning Red, which is a Pixar movie I really don't care to ever watch. Courtney Taylor as Dr. Poison. Wonder Woman's nemesis in the comics. But Courtney Taylor thought did a good job. Resident Evil Damnation. Mortal Kombat, Married Little Batman, voice work. Television work like Avatar, Regular Show, American Dad, Robot Chicken, Family Guy. Constant Simmer as Veronica Kell, who's an adversary of Wonder Woman. Nia, sorry, Nia Veloz as Julia, capitals. I've seen the actress. I think she was in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and I believe they did have Big Fat Greek Wedding too, and they're making a third movie. I guess. Michael Drone as the Minotaur. Michael Jordan. Oh, okay, awesome. Sorry, yeah, Michael Jordan here. Dorn, who, if you know him, he was in Star Trek as the Klingon Lieutenant Worf in Star Trek: The Next Generation and the Four Generation movies, which was Generations from 1994 and First Contact, Insurrection, and Nemesis. And I think he also played the character in Star Trek: Deep Space Nine as well, and Star Trek Regard, coming back as Worf. Cree Summer as Hippolyta Medusa, Queen Hipta, who's dying as mother and the Queen of Themyscira. Medusa. She's the snake-haired Gorgon with the ability to turn living creatures to stone with her gaze. Cree Summer thought did a real good job. Made the voice really creepy too. In Extremely Goofy movie, Rugrats Paris the movie, she voiced Susie in Rugrats. Atlantis Lost Emperor, she voiced Kita. Okay. The Wild Thornberrys movie, Rugrats Go Wild, voiced Susie. Bambi 2, Inspector Gadget, says she voiced Penny. Oh, okay. So she's been doing voiceover since like the 80s. Little Mermaid, the cartoon, I mean the TV show. I know Little Mermaid did have a TV series, so. Yeah, in the Rugrats TV show, she voiced Susie. And Codename Kid Strong, Kim Possible, Spider-Man the New Animated Series, Static Shock, Danny Phantom, Justice League Unlimited. Wait a minute. Let's see. Damn it. Oh, she voiced Max Gibson. Okay, Max, who found out that Terry McGinnis was Batman. Okay, and Most Moran as Dr. Cyber. All right, and the film is directed by Sam Liu and Justin Copeland. Justin Copeland, Sam Liu, has been working with he worked on Godzilla the anime series, also some Marvel animated films as well, like Hulk versus Thor and Wolverine, and Planet Hulk, Thor Son of Asgard, All Star Superman, Superman Batman Public Enemies. He's also directed some like Justice League Gods and Monsters, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Justice League vs. the Fatal Five, Batman the Killing Joke, Batman Harley Quinn, Teen Titans the Judas Contract, Batman Gotham by Gaslight, and Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. In Death of Superman, Reign of Superman. In this movie, in the DC Showcase film Death. Okay. He directed Superman Red Sun as well, which came out the next year after this, and Batman Soul the Dragon, which was I think 2021. Yeah. Screenplays by Margaret Hit Scott, based on Wonder Woman Down to Earth by Greg Roca, produced by Sam Liu and Amy McKinney, edited by Christopher D. Lawrence, music is by Frederick Weidman, who has done some film scores for the DC animated movies before. Oh, and it was my birthday recently too. 32 now. Somebody just texted me happy birthday, even though my birthday is way over, but that's okay. Okay, anime film Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, Jelly Trapped in Time. Some Batman. He did scores for like Justice League: Throne of Atlantis, Batman vs. Robin, Justice League: Gods Monsters, Batman Bad Blood, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Teen Titans, Jesus Contract, Batman Gotham by Gaslight, Death of Superman, this movie, and after this movie, Reign of the Superman, and Superman Returns, Justice League, Dark Apocalypse War, and some like Beware the Batman and Green Lantern anime series, DC animated shows. Production companies Warner Brother Animation, DC Entertainment. Hopefully, I'm not moving too much. Sorry. Distributed by Warner Home Entertainment. It was released October 5th and October 22nd on DVD and Blu-ray. It's 79 minutes long. Well, even though it says on here it's 83 minutes long, which I would go with 83 minutes long. About 1 hour and 19 minutes, but it's a short movie. You can say it has quite a bit of villains in it too. But the movie didn't. I mean, it's a little overstuffed with characters, but it doesn't really take away from the story. The film still has a good story. I mean, I love the 2017 movie, but the 2017 film, the biggest issue I have with that was the climax. This movie definitely had a better climax than 2017 film. I do think this is better than Wonder Woman 1984, which came out the next year. But in this movie though, Diana Prince, we already see how she became Wonder Woman, how Steve Trevor came to be. It takes place a bit in the past, and then when you get to the present, she's kind of like a diplomat with Themyscira, and Diana becomes, of course, Wonder Woman, protecting mankind and there to help. So she embarks on this dangerous mission to rescue a chubby young girl who is named Vanessa, who Vanessa becomes Silver Swan, and basically she has to take her on in a fight. She kind of becomes enemies with her, so she's trying to rescue her because her body is like dying, so she's trying to save her. But while dealing with, you know, she does fight for good and with her sword magic lasso. But she has helped this girl from enlisted by a deadly organization known as the Villainy Inc., led by Dr. Sabar. I think the villain's name was Cyber, Dr. Cyber, and Dr. Poison, who have plans to attack the Themyscira by using Vanessa, turning her into Silver Swan. Yeah. They have their sights on set on invading the Themyscira. So Wonder Woman's paradise is home. So the battle will be epic. So basically, Wonder Woman has to stop Dr. Poison and Dr. Cyber, and she has to take Vanessa down, and she has to fight Vanessa and rescue her. While meanwhile, she has to face a new enemy, a new threat, coming a bit even a bigger threat. I do mean bigger if you've seen this movie. That wants to destroy Themyscira, so she has to fight, and Wonder Woman Diana has to prove that she is once with a good heart, a true Amazon warrior at heart, and she has to take on and she has to have a big fight to protect her home, Themyscira, along with her friend Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor, yeah, Steve Trevor to take on. She has to save Themyscira. So that's the plot for you for the movie plot synopsis. So if you've never seen Wonder Woman Bloodlines, guys, I will say this right. If you've never seen any of my videos, I do spoilers in my review. So if you've never seen Wonder Woman Bloodlines, turn the review off right now. Right now. Don't watch this video at all. Don't spoil it for yourself. I'm just warning you. I don't want you to be upset and say, "Why did you spoil it, Levi?" I did not. Yeah. So I'm just giving you a warning, heads up. Now we're going to talk about the movie itself. So again, for a third time, if you've never seen Wonder Woman Bloodlines, turn off the video right now. Do not spoil it for yourself, guys. I'm just giving you a heads up. I don't want you to spoil it for yourself and then be upset with me for spoiling it. That's why I warn you. Alright, anyway, the film opens up basically in the past about 5 years ago, where you have Princess Diana the Themyscira, you have Steve Trevor, who is fighting these creatures that come out the boombox. These are the warriors or the army of Apocalypse of Darkseid that are Steve Trevor and his other guys. They're flying. They're trying to attack them. One tries to get it like burns Steve Trevor's face, but Steve Trevor like shoots it when it tries to when the yeah when he tries to get into the cockpit, tries to attack him in the cockpit. Steve eventually wrecks, passes out. Diana sees this, jumps in, saves him, and she says, "Welcome to the Mascara. You're safe here." You know, he's like, well, "My name is Steve Trevor." He kind of flirts with her a little bit. He's like, "Oh, you're an angel." Does heaven know? You're not dead. You were in Themyscira. She's like, "Oh," but she's like, "I'm sorry. My mother, Queen of Amazon, decided to do you the first. You're the first foreigner here, the first man to ever be on Themyscira." So they lock Steve up, and the mother's gonna start with let him go or kill him, and it's a no man law. But he's like, "This world's being invaded right now. I don't have time for this. I gotta go save it. My planet, my Earth is the world's in danger. You know, we gotta save it." And Diane says to believe him in this, but she steals her Wonder Woman costume, steals it. She's like, "We can't go that way." Breaks in the door. Eventually, Queen Epla, her mother, comes and says, "Diana, what are you doing? You can't take her. You know, men's world is not our problem. We got our own problems here." It's like, that's not true. You always tell me to do the right thing, mother. And her mother won't listen, so they have, Steve takes off to go to the ship. There's a boat to get off the island. And her and her mother have a sword fight. And well, she's almost ready to kill Diana, but she won't. Even though she's the queen and she has to go by the law. She has to. That's just the way it is. But she doesn't want to kill Diana because she deep down, of course, still loves her daughter. And she's like, "Hey, Diana, she lets Diana go, but you can never come back here. You're never allowed to come back here ever again if you step off this island." And she says goodbye, Diana. And as she's walking away, closing the gates on Diana, her mother, you see her in tears, just kind of trying to bolt the second up by pulling it in. But still sad to see her go. And Diana says, you know, "Once we're gone, we're gone." And they go fight Darkseid, save the day, and then it takes place 5 years later. Uh, they're Steve and Diana have been together for 5 years. Uh, they take Diana to this geologist named Julia just to help Diana with some things or whatever, something like that. Diana meets her daughter Vanessa. Yeah, and she wants to meet Wonder Woman. She wants to teach Diana stuff. I guess things about the world. And at first, and Vanessa's just a teenager. She's just a teenage girl trying to find her own place in the world, and she's into music, rock music and stuff, and pop artists and all that stuff, etc. Typical teen girl. But once Diana hangs around more, her and her mother Julie start hanging out more, and she becomes real jealous of Diana. Very jealous. Even tries to show her mom her report card that she had all these, and then she rips apart. Because she kind of becomes like a gothic kind of girl. She first see she kind of cuts out of her hair there. But then Diana says that she's going to stay in man's world and she's going to protect it as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, of course, Diana is just fighting the good fight. She's with the Justice League now. She saved the world a couple times. She's fighting these bad guys. Yes, there are guys and with masks on, and Wonder Woman, I thought it was cool. She punches and hits them in the face because like Wonder Woman, I'm gonna kill this woman. And Wonder Woman uses a lasso. I was like, I don't think so. Grabs her with the lasso and knocks her out, knocks the guy out. And she's one by her person like, "Oh, I'm sorry that these men ruined your day." She flies off. Her and Steve do more flirty and more comedy with sense of humor with each other. But they get a request from Julia and Steve to find Vanessa, who has stolen an artifact from her superior, Veronica Gill. Plans to trade it with the villainous Dr. Poison. You know, she's playing it, turn it just because she thinks she needs to make the money. And I mean, she's worked with this woman for a while. You also find out Vanessa has like an obsession with finding Themyscira, but she steals this artifact to get money. Uh, Poison thinks that she's setting them up. Where she's like, let me see the merchandise first. She shows it to Poison. Dr. Cyber's not there. Giganta, the woman Giganta, is there too. And she's like, "You betrayed us." They're gonna shoot up first, but Wonder Woman comes in blasting, knocks some of the guys out. Giganta's like, "I've been waiting on you, Wonder Woman." Her Wonder Woman fight. She's like, "Giganta," and Wonder Woman and Giganta fight. Giganta, who's the yellow suit here, they fight. Doctor Poison will be right back there. And again, this film is PG-13. We're not recommending for kids. It does have secrecy of fantasy action and violence. Yes, there is blood in here. So when people die, you do see blood sometimes. You know, yeah. This movie does have blood in it. It is not a Disney movie. So, you know. But Giganta fights them, and Steve fights some of the warriors, and Doctor Poison's eventually able to steal take it from Vanessa, and Julie gets shot. Her mom gets shot, and she gets mad at Diana, blames Diana, runs away. She blames Diana for it. Diana, they see Julie's grave, but she was like, "I felt two mothers. It was my fault. Totally my fault." It was like, but Vanessa deciding that she wants to get revenge and is so angry and jealous. She felt like Diana stole her mother's love from her. Yeah. So if you can see here, that's what they turn her into. Instead of poison over, he's recruited. They transfer her into Silver Swan. You know, she's kind of like a machine now that can fly, kind of like Angel, but like kind of mixed with the Terminator a little bit. You know, um, at first, Vanessa wanting revenge. I mean, not revenge, but wants to get Doctor Poison this equipment, whatever. And she's like, "Girl, you're in my way." And Vanessa's like, "Damn!" She just uses her clothes and like stabs a guy right in his stomach. You see blood. You don't see a lot of it, but like she kills Vanessa. When she gets this blood into her system, when she goes to Silver Swan, she can also do like Black Canary do this yell. She's very quick and strong and able to deal with pain, almost vulnerable to it. But meanwhile, though, Diane and Steve do locate Poison, who they're searching for. They use the stealth jet, bird by Ito. Yeah. Eventually, Silver Swan and Wonder Woman come face to face. They do have a brief fight. She's like, "Vanessa, this isn't you." She's like, "I blame you, stole my mother's love. This is who I am now." And they fight. And first of all, she's almost a hard fight for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's strong enough to fight, of course, but Vanessa's got those claws, those mechanic looking claws. But her and Diana fight a little bit, but Diana, she almost comes close to killing Wonder Woman. Steve like uses a machine gun. She's gonna attack her, but Diana grabs her, knocks her out. They take her to her former employee who can help her, her former employer, excuse me. Take her to take her to kill. And Diana believes that the purple healing ray can reverse her transformation because you realize that Vanessa's body like this, that what Dr. Poison then did. She thinks that, like I said, Diana, she thinks that Dr. Cyber and Dr. Poison are her best friends, but no, they don't care nothing about her. They send her to go kill Wonder Woman anyway, and then if Wonder Woman would have killed her, they would have couldn't care less. But she's just sitting there like in a tube, whatever. And Dr. Kell tells them that she won't be able to make it. It's going to affect her body more. Her mind will go crazy, and it could possibly kill her. So Diana is desperate to save her. It's this purple healing ray. Yes, that's what they call a purple healing ray. That can reverse her transformation. But she doesn't remember the location because apparently when she left Scare those 5 years ago, those years ago, it blocked her from a memory. Kill reveals that Diana sees that Vanessa's been researching the island as a side project and informs Diana that she must drink water from a fountain located at the temple of Ceces to regain her knowledge. So that's where she looks it up. So they go to this knowledge. They fly the plane there. But then they get, they get confronted by Cheetah. Let's see, yeah, the character Cheetah's in this movie. Like I said, the film, I could say it's overstuffed with characters, but they don't get that much screen time, which is okay. You don't need to. I mean, yeah, you have villains in here, of course, but you can't really overstuff it. And they don't do that in here. Thankfully, the people that work on these DC anime movies, I think they know better not to shove overstuff a story because they probably know for a superhero movie that doesn't work. Doesn't. But she fights Cheetah, who's got like this gun that has a serum in it. Power stuff. She comes up to a giant. She's like, "What's the matter, Wonder Woman? You getting tired?" First, Diana's getting hurt. She's slashing and cutting at her because Cheetah's natural Cheetah, just round, and attacks. And she traps Cheetah in the and this plane is like, "We're fighting my way," and she kicks her ass and ties her up with a lasso, and she's like, "I don't deserve it. I got this coming to me. Yeah, go. Oh, you can leave me here," which I thought was funny. Poison Cyber they leave the villainy. Giganta also uses serum on herself when Diana fought earlier. They enter this maze, but they have to defeat this Minotaur. They're like, must protect them, must protect, must stop you. Diana subdues Cheetah. Diana drinks the water, so they're able to, Minotaur knocks himself out. She drinks it. She remembers a memory. She sees a flash of a snake, of her mother, and Themyscira. She regains the memory where it's at. Diana destroys because the Minotaur. He's any chance like him tries to do it, but she saves her like, no more fighting, you're good now. She's like, it's nice to have another galley team. I'm not complaining, we need to get going. They name him Fernand by Steve. And so he'll just sit around and cook some dinner afterwards. The Minotaur will. They make it back to kill. They pinpoint Themyscira's location, but they get interrupted by Cyber, who reveals their plan to steal the Amazon technical artifacts for personal gain that, yeah, they'll probably die, but they got this secret weapon that they're going to use to attack Themyscira. She's like, if I have to kill all the women on there, so be it. Because it has all these artifacts there. They have a lot of stuff there that can make money on the high market. So Dr. Poison and Chris Dr. Sarver, they want to do it for the money. Mm. They're going to blow up the lab they're in. So Wonder Woman is able to get them out of there. And Steve's like, hey, me. Steve jumps out. He's like, you got your back. And he's like, always. But they get out of there quickly. Cyber does reactivate, though. Vanessa, before Diana can save them, though, they fight again a little bit in the air. Vanessa gets away, though. But then Diana and Steve return to the Scare only to find it already under siege by villainy. Well, when they return there, they talk and says, and Diana's like, well, I betrayed my mother, I fought. She's like, what, screw her. She doesn't deserve you, Diana. You're special. I love you, Diana, and I love you too. And Steve and Diana share a kiss. But eventually they arrive there and it's already been attacked. The attack has already begun. Then they release Medusa, the Gorgon Medusa, who was killed by in Greek mythology, she was beheaded by Perseus, but this is like a reincarnation of her. Now, Medusa, thing is, though, you can't look at her, you can't stare at her gaze, you will turn into stone if you do. And, but Medusa refuses to be under the control, and she destroys Cyber's mechanical body. She, like, stabs her, kills her, And Dr. Poison tries to say, like, I can make you stronger. I got this weapon for you, but she doesn't care about Dr. Poison, so she grabs Dr. Poison and she's like, look at me. And she looks at her and she just drops her to the ground, and Dr. Poison dies when she gets stoned. Yeah. And Vanessa distracts the hero. She fights with Diana a little more. They fight in the air. But Medusa does take the serum anyway, and she grows bigger and a lot stronger. She's able to look at some of the Amazons using her gaze. She's like, look at me, and able to, you know, they look at her, they turn to stone. She can just step on them, like no problem. They try to attack her. The Amazons try to like stab at her eyes, but Medusa, looks at them and they look at her gaze. She's out to kill the queen, Diana's mother. Diana heads to confront Medusa. Diana fights Medusa first. Medusa like, you ain't gonna fight me, child. And and Diana, Wonder Woman in her fight. And first of all, she's got like snakes in her, so one of the snakes fights her. Like, my venom will get you. She fights her, and at first, she tries to she grabs Vanessa's wings, Silver Swan's wing. She tries to kill her, but one of them saves her. One of them like stabs her in the head. Some of the things like bite her, but she fights back. So Wonder Woman's like blooded up and just all tired, and she's using her sword to fight her. She's pretty able to fight, and Medusa fights her back. Medusa could do the gaze, but just has to fight her anyway. And eventually, she tries to get, she's like, "Look at me, girl." She tries to use her. And Diana's like, "No, no." It's like, Vanessa, don't look. Vanessa stops her looking. He's like, "Let me do it." She's like, "Look at me." And Wonder Woman's strong. Wonder Woman, who has a good enough heart and strength, refused to look at her. She used one of the snake venoms to gaze her eyes out, so that she can't look at her, and allows her to meet Medusa head on. And Diana's able to make the self-sacrifice and gets herself killed. And you can say her mother's pretty selfish, but her mother just closes the gates and says that'll be her fate. Dies in Amazon. But she puts up a good fight, but unfortunately she nearly gets killed. But Vanessa comes over. Silver Swan, has a change of heart, fights her off, and they both team up to fight Medusa. Medusa can kind of is like I said, a big giant. She like kicks Wonder Woman around like a rag doll. Diana and Vanessa they fight Medusa off, and Diana's able to use her sword and chop her head off. And Medusa looks at herself with her own gaze and turns herself into stone and just gets destroyed. So they defeat her, and her and her mother rekindle with Diana. She welcomes her back home, especially after her prove that she's you are a Wonder Woman. Diana's like, well, I'm always gonna be your Diana, and gives her a hug, and that was sweet. And they help Vanessa and her out. They use the purple ray healing to heal them, and her body is not like that anymore. And they shout, "My daughter, is the princess. She's Wonder Woman." And the Amazons, so I'm glad to be back among you, sisters. Now let the fighting begin. Because we're warriors. And they said to open Themyscira to the outside world, which is a real good day for them. Then afterwards, though, the movie, the end credits roll. But afterwards, though, it's not over yet. Dinah, she returns to Washington, D.C. to confront Kel. Then Kel reveals herself. Spoiler alert, Kel is the true mastermind behind Villainy Inc. And she was the one who, if y'all remember Julie getting shot by one of the bad guys, it was Kel who came up and snuck and shot her. She wants to invade Themyscira again to profit the technology. And Wonder Woman doesn't even kill her. She could. But Diana puts the swords like, well, when you're ready to fight, you come on and fight. And it's like, I said, I just needed to outsmart you. I got you, Wonder Woman. It's like, well, you lost. Your plan failed. It's like, well, I'll do it again. Well, you better fight yourself this time because your goons are gone. And even though she's been defeated, she tries to grab that sword down there. I was like, there's like, Wonder Woman, I'm gonna get you. You hear me, Wonder Woman? I'm gonna get you. Wonder Woman, do you hear me? And then the end credits roll there, and Wonder Woman just walks out with a smile, knowing that she beat her for good. You know, I kind of wish that we would have found that out a little earlier. Well, before I get to that, but that's Wonder Woman Bloodlines. Yeah, good movie. Anyway, now let me get my final opinion on this movie. Okay. All right, and talk about what videos we got. Let me move again. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. I love this movie. Really a great movie. I thought it was real good. I thought the story was really good. I like the animation is real good. The action is really good as well. Uh, I love Wonder Woman as a character. She's a strong heroine who can handle her own self, and she's a warrior. And that's what I like about her. I like the lasso of truth. That's cool. Her sword is really cool. She's a true warrior. I like the characters. I like Dinah, of course, herself as the lead. I liked Vanessa. I felt bad for her. She's just a teenager, misguided, and just not really evil in this movie. Just turned evil by grown women who know how to manipulate her. But they do have some good fights. But she does become friends with Diana at the end again. I feel like her and Diana do have a bit of a mother-daughter relationship. You know, and her and Steve had good chemistry. I just know that they're meant to be together. You know. Uh, the villains in here though, I did Dr. Cyber. I wish we got a little more screen time, you know, or Cheetah too. But it was nice to see Cheetah and Giganta and Dr. Poison as the villains. I think I like Dr. Poison the most. But again, I get it why they didn't get so much screen time because then you got producers. So you got a bit of villains in here that you can't throw all of them or stuff into one movie. It wouldn't really make any sense. They just kind of add these. You see these characters in here, Cheetah and Giganta, but they're just like in one scene where they're fighting Wonder Woman, which is fine. You don't need to overcram it. The movie does already have enough characters, so it is overstuffed a little bit with characters. So you don't need to, which is good. They don't overstuff it. They're not trying to cram things in here. There's things in here, but yeah, and I do think it's better than Batman. Hush, I didn't care for the story for that movie. That movie had too many characters. When you have too many characters, sometimes that just are not needed in that movie. I know it's from the comic, but sometimes you don't need to cram so much in. And this movie doesn't. This movie has a really good story. I like seeing how Wonder Woman, her past and how she became Wonder Woman. She's the heroine that she has to go back to Themyscira to save it. And Medusa was a very good villainess, very threatening and menacing. Because she's a warrior too. She can shoot an arrow or throw a sword at you. Or is good with a shield. But a good villain for Wonder Woman to come up against. And I liked it when her and Vanessa teamed up. That Vanessa saw that self-sacrifice that Diana does care about her. Diana was never trying to steal any love from her. That Diana cared for her the whole time. First time she met her, like a sister, basically, sister relationship. But it does have a good story. The villains are good. I do wish we found out that the Kale character that she wish we would have found out earlier. But again, maybe they were just trying to say the spoiler, which is okay. But I wish we would have known a little sooner. Maybe she was Dr. Cyber the whole time or not, but or working or mainly the lead. I think you could have done more with that because I think Kel was a very interesting character. I think they should have done it ahead of time. But again, I get it. They're trying to tap the mascara and save. So you have a bit going and save Vanessa, Silver Swan. So it's a lot going on. It's a bit going. It was not a lot going on, but it was just stuff going on that you just can't cram too much story in there that people won't like. But the movie is 1 hour and 19 minutes long. It's 83 minutes long. It's short. The music score is not all that memorable, but the music score there is good. Like I said, the editing, the action scenes are well shot. The animation is really beautiful. The animation is good. Love to look at the mascara. Animation for the characters are good. It's a very entertaining, fun movie. It's a really entertaining movie. One of DC's best animated films, in my opinion. I do, like I said, my only problem is I wish we would have found out Kel was the villain. Maybe like in the middle of the movie, I think that would have been interesting because she was a very interesting character. I felt like they could have done more with her. It's a shame we don't get a Wonder Woman animated movie since this film came out in 2019. So I wish we could get another Wonder Woman animated with Rosario Dawson, who I thought, oh yeah, the voice cast Rosario Dawson, Jerry Donahan, Rosario Dawson I thought was great as Wonder Woman. She did a great job. The rest of the voice cast members I thought were good as well. All the voice cast members. But Kel, I think you could have just have molded her character. She would be an interesting villain. I wanted to play more into that if we would have had a sequel, which never, another Wonder Woman movie, but maybe this movie didn't do so great in sales, I guess, which is a shame because it's a real good film. It's not the greatest superhero movie of all time, no, but it's really good. It's very entertaining. And it's a good story. And Dr. Cyber, I wish Dr. Cyber had more screen time as well. And that was a nice cheater. But you can't be throwing away too many villains, and so I can't complain about villains getting screen time because again, the filmmakers know not to shove too many characters in one movie. They put the characters in the movie, but they have to limit their screen time. Probably because they have a budget too, and to make this movie cost money to make these movies, I'm sure. And you can't shove everything into one story. And mainly you wouldn't have a good story. And this film has a really good story, but I still say the Wonder Woman 2009 movie, the animated film, that's still my favorite Wonder Woman movie. You know, it's still my favorite Wonder Woman movie, the 2009 one. But I love this movie as well. Good villains in it, a good story, very entertaining to watch. Good animation, the action is awesome. Seeing Wonder Woman in action, kicking ass is awesome. So I can't complain about that. You know, love the character of Wonder Woman, always will. And good poster. I love how DC do their artwork. I love their artwork. They're so brilliant. And how they come up with these posters. They always make it look fantastic, in my opinion. They always make it look great. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on Wonder Woman Bloodlines. And my rating for this film, I'm gonna give Wonder Woman Bloodlines a thumbs up. And my rating for this film is 4 to 5 stars. So, guys, tell me in the comments down below. What do you think of Wonder Woman Bloodlines in your opinion? If you've seen this movie, if you haven't, I hope you didn't watch this full review because there were spoilers. But I'll put that in the description box below. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Wonder Woman Bloodlines in your opinion? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed these 2010s era superhero reviews. I know I did. I enjoyed reviewing these movies. That was from 2010 to 2019, which will be on my playlist as well for superhero reviews if you want to watch. Starting with what was 2010? What was the first movie I reviewed for 2010? Shit, I nearly forget. Now I have to look at it again. Sorry. I'm done here. I just want to tell you guys. I've been doing these ones since like December. Okay, yeah, yeah. The first one was Planet Hulk. So Planet Hulk was my first 2010 ever super reviews, and Wonder Woman Bloodlines is my last one. So it's from 2010 to 2019. All right, guys. I just hope you enjoyed these reviews, and we're not done yet. There is more superhero movies next. For the next video, I'm going to be doing a finally and a quick update video. I'm going to be talking about the next upcoming videos, which will be the 2020s era of superhero reviews and some superhero TV shows, TV series I plan to talk about, which I'll get into that in that video. And when I mean finally, there's a superhero animated movie that came out in 2023, which I'm going to show. But I'm going to now talk about the next movies, the next reviews, which will be what I call the 2020 eras of superhero movies. Superhero films that came out in this decade that we live in now, 2020s, starting with 2020 to 2025. So stay tuned for that. Again, Wonder Woman Bloodlines line. Guys, let me know what you think about this movie in the comments down below. What do you think of Wonder Woman as a character? Uh, do you like her in live action played by Gal Gadot or Linda? Have you seen the TV series with Linda Carter? What is your favorite Wonder Woman movie, live action or animated? If I had to pick live action, it'd be the 2017 one. My all-time favorite Wonder Woman animated Wonder Woman movie will be the 2009 film. So, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen this movie, Wonder Woman Bloodlines. What do you think of it in your personal opinion? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Were you not a fan of it? Just tell me in the comments down below what you think of it. Again, my rating for this film is 4 to 5 stars and thumbs up. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Stay tuned for the finally quick and updated video coming up here next. Stay tuned for that. I'm happy to be back, guys. Had a good birthday. Got sick for a little while there, but I'm better. I'm gonna take care of my body a little more. I need to. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.